This day, the 18th of May 2024, will not be quickly forgotten. 152 prisoners were baptized today. 82 of them brutal cultists who have turned their back on Satan and followed Jesus after our crusade in this prison.
I said that 2 of them will go home immediately. We will make sure that we pay what it takes to bring 2 of you out. You are only 18 years. You cannot waste your destiny here because you tear down the fire of a political party.
My name is Evangelist Christian Chukwuka. I was born in Nigeria here, actually, in Abia State. I was born originally from Anambra, Newi. It's actually a very long story because my life was a life that had no meaning from beginning until God turned it around. I live without purpose because I didn't go to school. Was born in a very poor family. My parents had no money to send me to school. We are 7 children in the family. And obviously, their system is train the first one. When he grows and make money, then he will take care of the other one. But anyway, in some situation, we find ourselves, I believe I don't have that. I mean, I feel like I can't wait for the first son to take care of me. I need to fight for my life. So first of all, they sent me for slavery in Cameroon. To go.
Slavery?
Yeah. They call it apprentice, but it's not really apprentice because the suffering was more than what a slave could go through. So I was in Baminda in southwest part of Cameroon with a man that I served over there. I found it like a journey through the hell.
Was he a Nigerian?
Yeah, he's a Nigerian, but I lived with him there, over there. Okay. Then after a while, the situation became unbearable, so I have to run away from the place. Came back, and then my mom sent me to my dad, both of them. They sent me to one of my uncle as well for apprentice, I call it, in Maiduguri. We lived together for some time, but I was a little bit stubborn child. I don't really like to take instruction. I don't like to do exactly how they want me to behave. So because of that headiness, I couldn't stay there long again. I ran away. Then he got back to my mom, and my dad asked them to settle me whatever they can so I can go and start a life of my own. My parents had nothing, so my mom has to sell everything she had and raise about 10,000 naira in 1984. So I used that money to travel to Lagos to start a new life. On getting to Lagos, life wasn't that easy, so I had to start running about looking for people to help me to make some money. And what do? You go to people that importers, ask them to give you their goods, you sell for them, and you bring their money. And as God may have it, I'm a trustworthy person. Even though I was very stubborn, I'm very reliable. I'm an honest person. My problem is just this stubbornness. And I won't call it rebelliousness. It hasn't got to that there, but I was really stubborn. So I have so many people that trusted me, knowing fully well that I can say the truth. So they give me goods, I sell, and they start making money. So many people trusted me. Before you know it, I bought my first car, bought my bus, and then start making money. After a while, I felt like I need to go to African countries and start, becoming a big boy. Having only primary 6 education, no secondary school, no university. Only thing in my mind was how to make money.
How old were you?
I was very young, teenage, about 14, 15, just wandering about without no direction. So after a while, I make some money in Lagos and then start running African countries.
That's young, like you were 15.
Yeah.
Already had your businesses, you're already making money.
Yeah. Basically, we can start making money even if you're 12 or something. It's it's a natural thing. We love to make money earlier. Yeah. But anyway, I got involved with some guys that are flying around doing business in African countries. Okay. By then I'm approaching 18. I'm old enough to be able to move. Mm-hmm. So I started to move with them. Then unfortunately, it wasn't exactly what it's supposed to be. I thought when you just start flying around, money will start flowing everywhere. When I finally end up in Gambia, I realized that Nigeria is far better than every of the African countries. And by then, I've sold everything I have in Idumota. I've sold my shop. The business is closed down completely. I want to just focus on international business. Without knowledge, imagine primary 6 education and you want to do international business without no knowledge at all. So you can imagine what will happen. So because of that illiteracy, I dabble into what I shouldn't. running African countries, then end up in Gambia, rent a house in Gambia because my money is diminishing. I couldn't see any profit. Everything is just falling down, going down. The only thing I could do is just to hide in Gambia, importing things and then making small profit. After a while, I was like, no, this is not the life I should live. Being an Anambra man, I can't live this kind of life. I decided to find another way. The only way that devil gave me instruction to follow, because God wasn't speaking to me, I would tell you that right away. Devil told me that the best now we do is just to go and travel abroad. That's where everybody make money. Then I took the little $3,000 something I have left with me, approached the immigration in Gambia, asked them, please, can you help me to get a Gambia passport? And they told me, yeah, we can do that. Somebody introduced me to one of the leaders. He said, we can do that, but it costs you money. How much? $1,500. I said, okay, at least I have $3,000 something left. So I gave them the $1,500. I thought it's going to end there. But the guy stepped into the next level, which I knew I have no choice. I have to stay compromise that I had to make. They say you have to change your name. You're not going to answer Christian Chukwuka anymore. You have to be a Muslim name because Gambia is a Muslim country. 99% Muslim. So
you have to denounce your Nigerian citizenship.
Yeah. Wow. I gave it up and then took away the beautiful name Christian Chukwuka and then take the name called Omar Bashiru. Believe me, I don't know what Omar Bashiru meant. I don't know the meaning till today as I'm talking to you. I pick up that name, they gave me the passport, and as I collect that passport, I start bearing Omar Bashiru. So I'll be calling myself Omar Bashiru, so I'll get used to it when they're going to get to airport in case if they call me. My dear, when I finally got that passport, paid the money, changed the name, they took me to the airport, helped me from Banjul Airport with Transwede Airline going to UK, from UK to Sweden. My ticket en route to Stockholm, Sweden, but it wasn't where I wanted. I wanted to enter England, but I need to en route my ticket to Sweden because that's where somebody will take me, will help me come out. On getting to UK, I want to sneak into UK, but it didn't work out. They look at my face and look at my passport, say, you are an Igbo man. They didn't even tell me that I'm a Nigerian. They just look at my face straight and say, you are an Igbo man. I said, no, I'm a Gambian. So they took me, locked me in a small room, started making the phone call. By the time they called the Gambia immigration, they said exactly what would benefit me, but I don't know if it's God doing that or devil doing it. They just told them that the guy is a Gambian citizen, but he was born in Nigeria. Okay. So the case closed. That's how they allowed me to continue my journey. They said I'm not going to enter UK because my ticket is not to UK. By then, the nice thing about the Gambia passport that it has 6 countries free visa. Then I have Norway, Finland, Denmark, Iceland, and Sweden, and then the United Kingdom as a whole, both Wales, Ireland, a lot of them. But I know I don't have anybody in UK. Then my mom twins lives there, but I don't have good contact with her. So I would have just walked into UK with that free visa. Anyway, en route to Sweden, continue with the flight to Sweden. On getting to Sweden, I found out that it's not going to be an easy journey. It's so cold. Nobody's even talking to anybody. Black men is like abomination. They look at you like you're a ghost. They don't try to communicate with you. I say, how am I going to survive here? So from right there, when I landed in Sweden, traveled to Denmark, getting to Denmark, Copenhagen train station, I looked for another train going to Hamburg, to Germany. I was I studied a little bit map before I started doing this thing. So I know that from that Copenhagen, Hamburg is very close. And then I buy a ticket, travel to enter Germany. They deported me back to Denmark because my Gambia passport is free visa to Scandinavia, not Bundesrepublik. It doesn't go to Germany. So they deported me back to Denmark. I tried the second time with someone else, with some guys I met there. We went by road. On getting to the border, they drop us somewhere. See, if you look up there, you see a light. This kind of spotlight you see in the night for this sake of flight and all that. They point the light, say, if you look at that light, that's Hamburg. My dear, the light, I thought is here. I thought it's something you just take a walk like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, you see the light. We walked for like 7-8 hours. We didn't see it throughout the whole, and it's winter period. We were frozen, all the fingers swollen up, our toes, everything swollen up. So 3 or 4 basically would have been dead people. How God saved us, God is my witness. I don't know what he did. We were just coming out from a particular place. We saw cows. That one village man that is doing cow in the bush there. And the funny part is that there are some places that are so dangerous. They say that there are some mines. Denmark and Germany used to have problems. So that place is not a place people walk into. They will walk through it. Nothing happened to us. Even it came to a point where we fell into a ditch. And that ditch was covered with grass. When we found there was cold water with icy. We struggled to come out of it. By the time we come out, we keep going. I saw a very big truck coming. How that truck come out, only God knows. It's Carlsberg. This beer, this Carlsberry, that carry beer, this big truck, it was coming. So we jumped, three of us, we jumped out of the main road, that small, tiny road, waving our hands, and the truck stopped. Say, where are you guys from? Say, please, we are from Gambia. We're from Gambia. And I said to them, man, please, can you help us to police station? We want to be deported back to Africa. We want to go back home. By that time, we're not talking about going to abroad. And Germany is not even coming in our mouth again because we have come to a point where we would have been all dead. And God saved us. So he drove off to the police station immediately. Once we got to the police station, the policeman asked us, you Nigerians, you can't stop amazing us. They just call us, they don't know we are Nigerians already, because no other people take that kind of risk apart from Nigerians. And he said to us, what are we looking for here? We said, please send us back to Africa. The man just get tickets for the train, take us back to Denmark again. And while we got to Denmark, because you can't just deport them, their passport is free visa. So you send them back where their passport is valid. So when we got to Denmark, I have no choice now than to try to look for plan B. And what's the plan B? Look for a place to seek asylum. That's now, are you going to declare yourself a refugee? Yeah, that's the information they gave to me in Denmark. So I look at going to library, found out that Sudan had a war, Liberia was at war, some countries were at war. So I choose Sudan. Then study a little bit about some small village there called Jonglei, in Sudan. I went to the police station and claimed that I'm from there. So they put me in a refugee camp. After a while, they ignored me, but knew that I'm lying. They knew that everything I'm saying was lie. So I ran away from there again, traveled back to Sweden. On getting to Sweden, I went to police station. I report myself, say my mother is dead, father dead, all of them are alive, but I used my mouth to kill everybody because I needed to settle down. It was a very dirty journey, to be very frank with you. Sometimes when I think about it, I say, God, how did I make this kind of mistakes in my life? Coming from such a beautiful country like Nigeria, enslaving myself in such a way, Then I say, God, thank you for everything. So finally, these police people look at me again. They said that, thank you, yeah. When you're talking, they say, yeah. The way they don't believe you. After the whole writing up, the carriers go and put us in a boat. The refugee in Malmö in Sweden was inside the water, and I hate water. So when they drove into that place, I was like, oh my God, I wish I could disappear. But I couldn't. They take me into that way. We're inside that boat for about 6 months. Finally, when they took us out of that place to go and take a walk in the city, I ran away. That's how I ran away.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm confused. You guys were living on the water?
Yeah, as refugees. The refugee camp is inside a very big boat. This kind of big boat. Yeah, not Titanic side, but something like that, Many Ghanaian, every nationality in Africa, South America, Iran, all of them, they're inside that boat.
Were they feeding you?
Yeah, you eat more than any Nigerian can. They can, no more than any billionaire here. You eat chicken as much as you want, milk, anything you want to eat, vegetable, they are there. But you're just going to stay there. Until if your case is decided, then they will now locate you, give you a permission, and then you get a home where you can live. But of course, they know who the case, like me, they know I was lying. So after a while, I found out that this is too scary. I run away from that refugee camp and then will come up with a new idea now. Where to go to now. Go and look yourself an old woman and marry. That's the only way. Don't go for young girls because, all you're going to do is just to have fun after that. They won't give you a paper. So I hearkened to the voice I was following because I don't know who Christ is. I was really following that dark voice, and that voice kept on leading me into a very dangerous path. So I decided to go and start running about in the club. As devil may have it, I met this woman 12 years older than me. Tika, lie, blew all sort of lies. I feel so bad when I think about it today. It's something I would never even imagine to do, but I did it anyway because I was desperate. I wanted to settle, and I needed that residence permit to be able to sustain living. I don't want to go back to that poverty where I came from. A desperate man can do anything, so I decided to just keep lying and lying. And the woman took me into. I met this woman in train station. Told her that I love her. Start discussion and then kind of lies. She believed me. She's a very wonderful person, a very nice woman. She took me into her home. And one of the worst things I did to the woman was that she has 2 cats. Those cats have lived with her for over 14 or 13 years, something like that. And I hate cats with passion. When I came to the house, I saw the cat. I got goosebumps all over my body. I said, Mom, I can't come into the house. I don't like cats. God is my witness. This woman killed those 2 cats because of me. And without knowing that I don't have genuine, my heart wasn't genuine. It was just about getting papers. Yeah. After killing those cats, I was having conscience badly. But thank God in that relationship, we got a wonderful boy in it, which is my first son. He was a basketballer before he has injury. A very wonderful boy. And that's the console. So anyway, the woman I took her.
Are you still in touch with her?
Yeah, we still communicate. Everybody in a relationship. I pick up the woman. We traveled to Nigeria to come and get married. Of course, my parents knew that this is not right because the age different and everything. So they removed their hands. And I went ahead and did it all by myself. Went to COI registry, do everything. And then after 1 year, she left back to Sweden. After 1 year and 3 months, I finally got my residence permit to move back. So when I got back there, it wasn't up to 4 years. I got my Swedish passport. On getting that Swedish passport, the new plan came in, which is now into criminality.
I'm sorry to cut you short here. All through this period, the 4 years of you getting your passport, you were still married to this woman?
Yeah. It was a year. And when I met her, it was about not up to 2 years I got my papers.
Okay.
Because we traveled to Nigeria and then start processing the documents. And then after getting that residence permit, now it takes you about 4 years, 3 to 4 years to get Swedish passport. Because if you commit any crime with residence permit, then you will be deported.
Okay.
So I was a little bit smart, even though I was an illiterate. I knew that if I commit crime, so I kept away from crime until I got my Swedish passport. That's when I stepped into crime.
So once you got your passports, you guys were still together until you got your passport?
Yeah.
Okay.
If not, you wouldn't get it. So we were still living together until I got my passport. Then I started misbehaving. Before I know it, I divorced her. I gave her a divorce, which put her in a very tight corner. She felt really bad because she thought I loved her. Anyway, I believe God has forgiven me for such error. And of course, I've also apologized for what I did to her. But anyway, when I finally left that place, I left the woman. I jumped into bad friends and then started drug business. That's when I started to destroy my life full time. Begin to import cocaine. I have so much strong connection in Brazil, in Sao Paulo there, and some people that are in Campo Grande, where Pablo Escobar is manufacturing the whole thing. So with the contacts and everything, drugs start flowing into Europe and everything. I start making big money. And then the girls start flowing around and cars and all this flashy life. And then before I know it, I start thinking that I'm somebody when I was nobody.
You were in your 20s?
Yeah, 20-something years. I was quite young. So I began to misbehave around and then got myself involved in a tight corner when I heard the voice of the Lord say to me, my son, walk away from what you are doing or you'll be destroyed. I never understand who was speaking to me. I was driving that day. I heard the voice clearly. I didn't hearken to the voice. 1 month and 3 weeks after hearing that voice, I was arrested with 1.5 kilo cocaine. That's when it dawned in me that there's a higher power speaking to me. And it was Jesus trying to stop me earlier. I didn't listen. Nobody commits crime today that will tell you that you didn't hear the voice of the Lord warning you before. Nobody. I've been to 200 and something prisons speaking to the inmates, and every one of them I ask the same question. They say yes, they hear the voice before they commit that crime. They hear a voice warning them. That's how much He loves us. He always gives us the best path to follow, but we always choose a different path. I chose different path though, and I pay heavily for that. So my 2 hands became one Big Boy, Apachino, Marlon Brandia, Capone, Untouchable, Tony Montana, whatever I think I was, all of them crumbled. I found myself in a small corner in a cell room. Inside that prison, my eyes opened. 9 months of police custody. They were fighting to get evidence. I was so smart in crime that they couldn't find any evidence. All they know is that there's a cocaine in my boot, the car that I'm driving. And as a boy in that cook, that my boy there said that the thing belongs to him. So since he said it belongs to him, it has nothing to do with me. They knew that I was one of those that are moving cocaine into Europe. And they have been monitoring me for the past 4 years. I did not know. So they go and manipulate some documents, bring papers, all kind of, lawyers, prosecutors, they are very smart. They know how to forge things. They made up so much stories, made me like a mafia in Europe. They blowed me out of proportion, like as if I'm such a Montana or whatever. At the end of the day, they sentenced me for 15 years. They asked me, what do you have to say? Of course, I said, fuck you. That was the last thing I had to say because I had no knowledge of what's going on. Let me go to jail after I committed the crime. If you commit the crime, you do the time. I end up in a very strong prison in Stockholm called Hall. Hall is a tough prison for the big guys. I'm telling you, that's where I found myself, and then I became tougher even being there. Inside that prison, life goes on. Bringing girlfriends, misbehaving. My second son, I gave birth to him while I was inside prison. I pregnant. Then the mom got pregnant in the prison. So many things happen in my life that time wouldn't permit me to go through them, but I know maybe one other time we might have time again to go through some more details. But trust me, my life in the prison was a process, and I knew that God was with me, but I don't know who he is because I saw some serious things happening around me. But those incidents, I can't even explain them. Like when this girl got pregnant in the prison, about to give birth, they have to come and put handcuff on me, take me to the hospital, go there, push out the baby, pick up the baby, give him the Chukwuka, and then they take me back to cell again. All those mysterious things. And that boy I'm talking to you now is an apostle of God as I'm talking to you. And the boy went through process. He went to jail as a 16-year-old boy. Committed suicide, died. I was here. They told me that he died. I prayed. I said, God, that's not my covenant with you. As they carried him on the way to back home, he got off from the van. Today, my son, Chidi, is a very wonderful boy, serving the Lord. There's so many mysterious things that happen in my life. And I left that life in the prison. I was living that life in the prison, thinking that my life is over. I didn't really bother anything. I was just living anyhow. Girls coming into the prison, there. In Sweden, it's not like in Nigeria prison. You have a big, nice bigger apartments where you can have a girlfriend. If you come in the weekend, you go and spend Friday to Sunday. Then she left, you go back to your cell. It wasn't like a prison. You are like in a hotel. Let me put it this way. There was no suffering. You can order whatever you want to eat. You can order a whole lamb, a whole goat, and they'll bring it, and you have a very big, mighty kitchen there. Everybody can go in. Africans cooking their own, Americans cooking. Everybody have space. You live your life training, everybody beefing up, playing football, badminton, hockey, whatever. It's just a normal life. The only thing is that you don't have access to those your millions, and you don't have access to, you can't come out when people are celebrating their Christmas, Easter. You'll be hearing the knockout inside the cell, and you feel like you want to kill yourself. That's the only thing. The torture of not coming out to meet your loved one was the only thing choking me for years. And then when I heard that my father was sentenced for 50 years and he died, oh God, that was the time I said, no, I have to take my life away. But the Lord has a plan, so he never allowed me to kill myself. I stood there, hanging there, going through the pain, going to the calendar, marking every day. One day you mark. After a while, it looks like the calendar is not moving. The day is not moving anymore. You became frustrated. Every day you are fighting. It's either you break somebody's head in the gym or you twisted somebody's arm. I became so violent. I was unbearable for the prison warders. There's no way to send me to this, the highest prison in Sweden. So they can't send me any other place. So sometimes I'll misbehave that they have to give me a special punishment and all that. I went through all this, not knowing that I have a calling of God. That's why all those things were happening. I have no clue. But the day I found out that I had the calling, the equation changed. Everything changed. How did I discover? That's what I want to tell you now. You see, I was in my cell room watching pornography. Everybody have their TV, their room. You have your big wide screen, you have your laptop, you have your DVD. Everything you want to have, you can get it in laptop and all that. But for you to have more than, you have to apply for it. Yeah. So I was watching anything I want. And that day was a pornography, an animal pornography I was watching. Something happened and I was a bit, the thing makes me backslide. Like I was shocked what happened. My elbow hit my remote control. Look at how powerful God is. He can change anyone. Imagine what he did to Apostle Paul. So who are you? Who do you think you are that God cannot change you? That's why when I see some people that say that they are so tough, I say, you haven't seen anything. Come, let me take you to the prison. So you see tough guys. You will then cool down. The Lord, I was just watching that. Nothing happened. My elbow hit remote control and the channel changed. Guess who? Kenneth. This guy was Creflo Dollar Jr. in America. It was like, renew your mind or you will die. Don't touch that. It was like a warning to me. His hand was like pointing right in my face. I got goose pimple all over my body. The first time I felt this thing called glory, I never knew what it is. My cell room was filled with smoke. You couldn't see the pornography magazines that I got me everywhere for masturbation purpose, because every cell in the prison there, you see pornography magazine everywhere. You have girls coming in, but yet you're not satisfied, because that's how demon held us bound. Especially myself. Let me talk about myself. He held me so bound. Then I just said to myself, God, what is going on here? My tongue was shaking. I don't know what is speaking in tongue. That day it started, but I didn't know what it was. My mouth was just wagging without making sense. I'm not hearing. It was an encounter I have with God. I jumped off from my bed and I grabbed the whole pornography magazine, tearing them violently. Tearing everything down, packing my DVDs, all my pornography videos and so on, throwing them inside my bin. I was inside that cell crying for 3 days, for 3 good days. The prison warders will come over and say, Christian, can you come out and eat something? I said, please go away from my door. Every time they come for 3 days, I was there shaking. I wasn't hungry. Anybody who has not encountered Christ cannot preach to me. I'm telling you, if you want to preach to me, I will first know your testimony. If you don't have testimony, there's nothing you're going to tell me. I haven't gone to Bible school. I don't have so much knowledge about the Bible, but I have knowledge of Christ. I've seen him and I know what he can do. That's what gives me conviction today that I will keep on going that place he sent me until he comes, which is prison yards. Students and all that. That's my mission. I will never start a church. I will never pastor a church. It's my encounter that made me to have that faith and that belief. I don't have the knowledge of a pastor anyway. It has to be an evangelist going from prison to prison. That's what I do because of my encounter inside the prison. I said to myself, God, this is something else. After these few days of encounter with Christ, I just sat down myself wondering what to do with my life because, the pornography is gone. Every of the thing gone. I'm still wondering what's happening to me. My tongue is still wagging there without understanding what I was saying. So I started to read Bible, looking into Bible without really understanding what I'm reading.
You had a Bible?
Yeah. Every prison, they have Bible in the cell, but if you want it, if you don't want, it's up to you. It's your choice. Those who doesn't want can throw it away like Muslims and put their Quran in there if they want to. So anyway, and after 3 days, I heard boom, 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 my door. I say, who is that? They say, yeah, this prison one. I say, okay. They open my door, come in. Of course, they have the key, but they have to tell them to come in before they come in. But they have human rights in Sweden, not like Nigeria here. So they come in and then ask me, say, Christian, you have gotten state pardon. And I was like, is this man joking with me? I say, under what? Please, can you leave my cell room? I just go back to myself and start pondering over what I'm pondering on. And I asked them to leave. They said, no, we are still. I said, please, can you get out from my cell? And they know I'm a very violent person. But because of that second voice I raised, they just turn away and move. Then I'm no longer, something has happened, but they still seeing that old Christian. I just say, please, can you just go? And they walked away. Second person came, I sent them back again. Then there's a lady that I really love so much in that prison. She's a very wonderful girl. And I was planning if I happen to come out because she would be my girlfriend or side. We were very close.
Prison warden.
Yeah, prison warden, but a very wonderful lady. And she likes me a lot too. So we started, when she come and say, Chris, you have to, you don't even call me Chris and you call me Chris. So you know how intimate it has gone. Not like no physical thing, but we are close. If I need to smuggle something, he get me what I need, like phones and all that. She does that for me. So anyway, she said that you have to go home. I said, are you serious? He said, yeah, you have gotten pardon on that good conduct. I said, what good conduct? I mean, somebody who is misbehaving, fighting up and down in the cell. Every time they say football, I'll be the one to first knock somebody down. There's always a violent act everywhere. So what's the good conduct? So God can change things in a way that you will wonder what exactly really happened. That's what he did in my life. A confusing way he did it. And they just said, give me papers and asked me to sign that I have to go home. I signed that paper without fully convinced that I'm free. So when we started work, when they opened the gate for me and I started going, I was moving and looking behind. So I thought they're going to snipe me from the tower. I wasn't sure that I was set free. I thought they're going to kill me, actually. I said, let me take my face. Since that girl told me I would trust her, but I wasn't sure. I passed through that tower, walk out. I said, wow, I'm free. Called it, stop the taxi, enter taxi. While I was inside that taxi, I pick up my phone and then start calling all my friends who owes me money. Because I need money. They've seized all my money in the bank, seized everything I had, the houses, so nothing have left. So what do I have except to couple that owe me? Anyone I call, listen to this. God is so mysterious in his ways. Anyone I call to help me to pay my money, the wife will pick up the phone. He said that the husband is dead. He called this one, the husband is dead. 7 of my best friends are in the grave. That's when I discovered why God put me in jail. Just for him to use me, he eliminated every Pharaoh around me. Just one single Moses. God can eliminate a whole country for one man. He showed it on my own path. I saw it. I witnessed it. All my 7 friends were all dead. Finally, I cried like a baby inside that taxi. Everyone I called, they said, I started crying. Taxi driver was, are you okay? I said, please.
Sorry, those 7 people were also drug dealers.
Partners. They are my partners in drug.
Are they all Nigerians?
They are all Nigerians here. We always hang and they are all my Igbo brothers as well.
Hmm.
So we're all doing all those things together. Finally, I resolved in following him because there's no other way. I was crying not because they died. I was crying because people I thought that my helpers had gone. That was the reason why. Because I've seen death. I've seen things happening around me as a drug dealer. So it's like deja vu. What I'm crying for is because of the money that I need to have. So when I gave my life to Christ, I wasn't broken. So I had to go through process. So that you say I give my life to Christ doesn't mean that you're a Christian. I'm just giving you an example because if I'm a Christian, I wouldn't be thinking the way I was thinking. Money was my main thing I was thinking then, not they're dead or whatever. So at the end of the day, the brokenness starts when God has captivated everything that gives me pride. Everything that makes me think I'm somebody. God is a master. He's a game planner. He's a game changer, a master planner. God planned everything and orchestrated the whole thing, execute it with precision, and brought me to a place where I am today because I'm a very stubborn person. So he has to break everything around me. He break everything breakable. Both now unbreakable. He break all of them. And then got me to a point where I had to leave Sweden. Even though I have 2 sons in Sweden, I have to leave the place because of peer pressure. If not, my friends that are driving all these big cars and all that, some people that I know, not really close friends that are moving around, we go to clubs together, they will start enticing me again. So I moved to London. On getting to UK, you can't get a job because you have a criminal record. Obviously, you're a criminal. So anywhere you go to apply the job, a computer will bing, bing, bing. There will be an alarm in the computer because you're a criminal. The record is there. So the only job then that I could be able to do was a taxi driver. Just go and get your PCO license. In UK, they call it PCO taxi license. You get it and then buy your own car and start driving. So I went to my license. Before 2 months, I got my license and then get my car and then of course, I convert my Swedish driver's license to UK license, then get my PCO license, which is a taxi license, and then start driving, start making my money. There, I met another girl in London. When I met this lady, fell in love with the lady, got into marriage, get 5 children, plus my 2 other sons in Sweden became 7. The marriage died again. A long story. One day we'll have time to discuss that. That marriage died. Anyway, I decided to follow God, actually. when I was in London there driving taxi, no passenger stepped into my car without hearing what God did in my life. Nobody. Even if you like, be an atheist. Atheist come into my car, say, shut down your radio or music or whatever. I say, if I turn this music off, then you will hear something bigger than the music. I promise you. Or else you go down. And he was like, no, I don't want to hear anything about God. I say, yeah, you have to. This is my car. I'm not driving for anybody. I'm driving for myself. And this is my business. If you come into my business, you listen to what I play. He said, okay, then let me hear what I said. Okay, let me tell you my testimony. I said, I'm not interested. I said, okay, then you can go down from the car. And I dropped several of them. Even if you're going to airport, very risk of missing your flight, you must listen to the gospel. I was so brutal when it comes to evangelism. You listen to gospel or you hear my testimony. You choose one. It's my car. There's one that I was listening to worship song, Michael Smith. And this guy come to a point and say, he hit the car. Can you shut that thing down? I don't want to hear it. I think the Holy Spirit started troubling the guy. And he hit the car, says, stop that. I said, oh, do you want me to drop you here? I said, no, I have a flight to catch, of course. I said, yeah, just be calm. Don't make noise again, because if you make noise again, I'm going to drop you. And the guy picked up phone, he called the office, and he asked them, this guy must be mad. The way he's playing what I don't know what it is. Ask him to turn off his diffuse. And the office called me. People that give you the job, not they give you a card. You have your card, but they give you jobs. Say, Christian, what's going on here? Somebody's complaining about you again. I said, oh, I'm in my business. Do my business. Say I shouldn't listen to what I like to listen. He said, then no, you can't turn it off. You turn it off, I might fall asleep. So I need my gospel to be able to survive. But I can drop him here if you want. I don't need the money. He can go with his money. He said, no, you can't do that. Then tell him to shut up, because I'm driving him to the airport. And I don't want anybody to piss me off again. They called the guy and said, please just manage it the way it is. We drove down to the airport, drop him. Before he got down to the airport, he said, I think you are a strong guy, and but is that truly God? I said, yes, it is. He spent a few more minutes telling brief about my testimony. Many of them got converted. Many just walk out, get my flights, my number, walk out. So when I go airport, they call me. That means something happened in their life. So I was doing that for years until my marriage died. My marriage lasted like 8 years and it died. So I decided to.
You had 5 children in 8 years.
Yeah. Wow. And then I moved away from London. It was about 9 years altogether. I moved away from London to Nigeria. When I come back to Nigeria 2013, under God's instruction, the purpose of sending me back to Nigeria was to go and do the work that He called me to do. And that is prison ministry. 2013, 23rd January, I won't forget that date. I landed at Murtala Mohammed Airport. I hear the voice very clearly. It said, go and visit the prisons in Africa. After when you're done, then I'll send you to Europe prisons and America. Today, we have covered 258 prisons in Africa, both in South Africa, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Gambia, Nigeria here. We've covered so many. The only thing that slows us down now is that we don't have cash enough, because I've sold everything I had to be able to push myself this far. And now to get people to donate is always difficult, because Nigeria doesn't like to do anything that they don't see, somebody to praise them. In prison, anything you give to prisoner, there's no one that's praising you. To start with, they are ungrateful people inside prison anyway. They don't know how to say thank you. So, and that's a calling that God gave me. It's like you picking a condemned iron. That's what God called me to do. So, and I'm doing it with all my heart, with everything in me. I've sold all I had to do that work. And I delight joy in doing it. So today, there's no prison you call in Nigeria. And I mentioned Evangelist Christian Chukwuka. They will not tell you that they know who I am. And basically, I'm like the only one that carry camera into prison. His band is not supposed to be, but they allow me because they know the cause. This is God's calling. And without you seeing that video, you wouldn't have called me today to come for this interview. So we need that video to be able to express what we are going through, what we are seeing in the Nigerian prison system. And I believe one day there will be a time to talk about what's happening in the system, because that's a whole lot of different ballgame.
I think we should talk about it, because I think the point of doing this is to call people to look beyond themselves and know that people are going through worse things than you can ever think about. A lot of times we are so focused on our own selves, our own challenges, but God is calling us to reach out. And, it's important that we understand how how serious the challenge is. I was telling one of our guests that we were interviewing that when it comes to prison, like prison is something that you don't think about. Like you're living your normal life. You're not even remembering that there's something called prison. How much more that people are there. Some are innocent, some are not. So can you just like tell us a little bit about what's going on in the prison system in Nigeria?
Okay. It's a very long story based on the 200, when I say 258 prisons, some of them I've done like 40 times, some I've done like 50 times. Like in Lagos here where I base, I've visited Ikoyi more than 100 times for these past 12 years. Because like like we have a popular program that we do every second Saturday, Ikoyi, and then we do other some midweek time to time, and then we do Kirikiri, Maximum, Million, etc. Things I've experienced from prison, both in Kano, Kaduna, Jigawa, Jos, everywhere that I've been to, they are the same. There's inhuman treatment. The only way I can explain is just go to my page, see it, because it's not something I would just say. If I say it, you won't believe me. Where you pack people like sardine, in a small place, you get about 50 people in a small room till they squeeze themselves like up and down. Their head is this way, the other one head is that way, the leg is in your face. And then, if you go to my video, you see what I'm telling you. I have a live video of it. And it's so sad to see those things. And then the food they are giving them is totally unacceptable. And not just the food. Another problem that I have there is that they mix up children with adults. And when that happens, of course, you know what happened. Who is going to be the victim? The children. I just came out from one prison that I don't want to mention the name, because if I mention the name of the prison, the warders there will pay the price. There will be very serious problem. You know how the system is. They always find someone to leave the problem from the head where it's supposed to, because I think they should work hard to deal with the head leaders of prison system and then teach them, give them more knowledge so they can be able to execute what is called correctional service. It can't be prison anymore, but I still call it prison. Myself personally call it prison because I've not seen the correctional system. Except one woman that was removed from female prison called Mrs. Lizzie Ebendo. She was the only one running correctional service in female prison, Kirikiri, Lagos, about 360 female there. She nurtured them like babies. She took care of them like the daughters. And I was working with her. We helped her financially. And that place was so beautiful until she left. Things changed again. That's the only place I call correctional service. Every other one in Nigeria is a prison yard. And in this one that we went recently, we find 12 years old kids. I don't know if you believe me, we found 8 years old kid.
What?
In a place where you see also 29 years old boys in the prison. My Lord is my witness, but I won't tell you the name of the place because there will be a serious problem. The prison yard will have issues. And these are the things. Yeah. He said that the boy said that I asked them anyway, they said that the boy was not staying home, he ran away, so the uncle or the mother, the parents are dead, so the boy is a stubborn boy like me, so they feel like the best way is to put him inside the prison. And what I'm talking about, I have evidence, I have videos. And when we're done, I can show you the video you watch, but I don't post it. I can show you see it. I don't say what I don't mean or what I'm not sure of anyway. Those things, I wish I have opportunity to meet interior minister. I wish I have the opportunity to meet the leaders of this country so I can just bring out my archive, get out like 7 terabytes of videos that I have from prison and start bringing them some seconds. What they will see will shock them. Then I will ask them, do you want me to help? I'm ready to help. I have the blueprints how to run correctional service. I will give ideas and so on. Work with me. I didn't come here for money, but let us change because the life of these children are being wasted. And all these people, these people that you call criminals, I'm telling you, 75% of them are innocent. I will explain. When you have somebody in the prison for 19 years on a waiting trial, no evidence, nothing, will you call him a criminal? He's still awaiting trial. She's still awaiting trial. And I have videos of people 10 years, 19 years, 21 years waiting inside the prison to go to court. They've never been to court. When they finally go to court, they say, okay, we discharge you, we pity you. It's not pity. The person is innocent. And when you pity them, send them away. What about the reformation, transformation of their life? What about rehabilitating them to become human again? Because you have made them animal inside the prison. We need all these things to be dealt with. We have been asking some NGOs, help us to get a rehabilitation home in Lagos or in Asaba or anywhere, in Enugu. Get us rehab so I can be able to pick these boys and start training them and turning them away from what they have become. Because many of them have become monsters in the prison. I want to help this country from the prison system. Even our interior minister needs to have a time with me. I'm not asking him to do anything for me, but let him sit down with me so I can show him things I cannot post online. There are videos you don't post online. You understand me? Because if you post it, you have cut the expectation of your ministry off. You will not be allowed to go to prison again. They might even sack the people that are at that place. They become jobless because of your ego. Because that's ego that made people to do that kind of posting. That's exactly why they removed the best woman in female prison that time, because the bloggers came over there with their camera running up and down, and then they start posting Chidinma everywhere. Chidinma case is still going on, and the Chidinma fooled the whole internet that she won beauty pageant, and that woman lost her job. I was there. I have the full video, but I don't post it like that. I use diplomacy. I was there, and we are the people that organize those things. We spend the money to make that thing happen, because beauty pageant is not a sin. They can be able to live their life while they're in the prison. If not, I wouldn't have been a human being today. It's because they gave me opportunity to live my life while I was in prison in Sweden. So I want to still bring that blueprint down here. I want them to see that same pattern we run in Europe, because it helps people to become human. If you treat them like human being, they will come out, become better person. But when you treat them like animal inside the prison, what you will see is brutal criminals when they come out. And the stigmatization is also part of the problem they have. When they come out here, nothing to do. Abounding Grace Foundation, we never leave them anywhere. When they come out, we settle them, give them maybe start barbing salon for them, or clothes making, or tailoring, or anything at all they can study. Many are here now calling me for what they can do, but I don't have money to help them. Finances is our problem.
So, sir, for someone, there are a lot of people who have this money and they are looking for what to do, who to give to do the work. Why should we care? Why should we care about what is happening in the prisons?
Oh yeah, they should care, because the people that are inside the prison, most of them are victims of circumstances. And I'm also running Zoom meeting every Sunday by 8 p.m. If they want, they can join the Zoom. Then I'll make it only within Zoom, no social media posting. Then I'll start showing them the clips. Or if they want to come to office to meet me to see, I will show them. They see people that are on a waiting trial. Let me give you one example. Badagry prison in Lagos here, they used to lock up about 600 prisoners. The place shouldn't take more than 40 people. It shouldn't be more than 40. I'm telling you what I know. But they pack about 600. And those people that are there, 90% are raided. Go and verify, go and confirm. I'm not joking. 90% are ready. So every time I go there, I will pay bail. I will pay some 50, some 30 people. Some of them 120,000 naira to pay them, to bear them. Some 30,000, some 20,000, some 5,000 in Kogi. I pay 1,000 naira to release people in Kogi State. Go to Nkerifi prison in Kogi. Some 2,000, some 3,000. The videos are on social media. I'm not joking. I can send you the link. You watch them. 1,000 keeps people for months in prison. 2,000, 3,000. So that is the reason why we should help them. They are not criminal. The real criminals are not inside the prison. Trust me. They are outside. They can buy their way out. But inside the prison there, you see, the raiding is when the police is parading and then pick up these boys that are swagging and all that, carrying earring and all that, looking like bad boy. When they pick them up, if you don't have money to bail yourself that time, you end up in Badagry or in Kirikiri Medium Prison. When one day I would like you to go with me to one of these male prisons. Let me just ask them how many are here for raiding. You see the hands that will raise up. And some other ones that are there because the person who put them there has money and they don't have money to buy a lawyer. There is a case of one guy in Kirikiri Medium Prison now. They gave him life sentence, accused him of raping the house help or something. I don't want to mention them because that's a popular person. Until I step in now, we're on the case and he's going to come out very soon. They gave him life sentence. And I mean, I'm telling you that I have evidence of everything that you're hearing from me. Physical evidence, videos.
So, from a spiritual perspective, I mean, obviously, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be moved by compassion with everything that you've just said. But from a spiritual perspective, how does God see prisoners? And, that's your ministry, an evangelist to the prison. What's God's heart towards them?
Oh, his heart is full of compassion towards them. He has said that to me before he put me into the line. Say, go and show them the mercy that I showed you. And every time I go in there, one of the things I don't fail to say is that, he said, I will show mercy to whom I will show mercy on. I will show compassion to whom I will show compassion. That it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. And that mercy has come to the yard. Now, it's up to you now to accept it. Then we go through our worship, we sing and all that, do all the process, and then go into the message. And that message is usually, I was once blind, now I can see. Who made me to see? Jesus Christ. That's my message. If you're expecting me to speak big grammar, oh, you are joking, because I don't have any grammar to speak. All I will give you is exactly what I got from prison yard, where God tamed me, where he touched me, where he purified me, sanctified me, and made me whole. That's the only message I have. From day one, I will tell you the truth. I don't know how to speak grammar. All I know is once I know I was blind. Now I can see. So that message is very important for them. Many pastors come to prisons. In fact, I really want to challenge you and your husband. I think in my next visit in Lagos, I need you guys to follow me. There's nothing dangerous there. So you can have a witness of what I'm saying. Just Ikoyi here, it's not far from you. Let's go to Ikoyi. Then you see about 3,400 people roaming around in the yard without hope. Just wearing only short boxers, no t-shirt, walking around tired and looking like as if tomorrow is their last day here. Or today is their last day. Yeah, you will see them. That's why I don't go empty. I don't go to prison empty-handed. I'd rather sit at home. Gary, I'll buy bags of Gary, buy drinks, buy bread, whatever, rice, cook food for them to be able to make them happy. Because coming into the prison without giving them something to eat is like a mockery. The prison ministry is something that you must have been in prison to be able to do it well. It's not enough that you are a pastor. I'm not saying that pastor cannot do it, but it's not enough. And for them to listen to you, you must have a testimony like their own. You have to be in prison. You have to have been there. If not, you will speak, they will stay listening to you. Especially don't have anything to give them like food, soap, They have scabies all over them, craw all over their body. So buying those canestin cream is so important to them. Finishing and you bring like 500 tubes of annexin and giving them one tube each, you have made their day. They can rub it all over their body with craw and start getting healed. There are so many needs, so much need in the prison that I wish I say, sometimes I say, I wish I could go back to drug business. Nasty thought, but I'm telling you, God bear me a witness. I say, I wish I could go back to drug business, make my money, and then come and help these people. But I can't go back there because that's where he saved me from. You don't go back to your vomit. My dear, there are serious problems we have in the prison yard, and if we don't do something about it, do you know who's going to suffer? You and I. When they come out from prison, they go after our children. They will victimize our loved ones. Because if you see the bitterness inside the prison, when I talk to them, I hear them talking, you see revenge. In a revenge, this suffering, I have to be working on their forgiveness. In the course of our discipleship, we have to go through a lot of conflict resolution. This forgiveness is one of our major points that we teach in the prison, forgiveness. Because many of them are victimized. Many of them are there for what they don't know anything about. There's one of my worker that is called Donald Patrick Jackson. He's in Akwa Ibom now, burying his father is dead. This young man has been out of prison for about 2 years, but he was in prison for 7 years and 3 months for nothing. So when I came there, the only thing that set him free was because he planned to kill the person that did it when he come out. But because I hammer every time I meet him on forgiveness, one day he said that he cried, said that they are forgiving him. That's how he went to court and they set him free. So he works with me. I like to work a lot with prisoners, people that came out from prison, because people are running away from them. So I try to start business for them when they come out, because many of them are not criminals. Many of them are victims of circumstance. That's why I say, if you want to sponsor this, just look away from this heinous crime that you're seeing everywhere. Crime that you're seeing everywhere, they are not the one that consist of about 75,000 prisoners we have in Nigeria. Almost 80,000 now anyway, what we have in Nigeria. The people, it might be 90% or 8-something% of them are just minor cases and victims of circumstances. The real criminals are there. What we do is when we go there, we try to disciple them, help them to become human. And then when God want to show them mercy, it's the job of God, not my job. The bells, we pay bail a lot for these victims. All this one that they raided, all this one, like one lady in Ubiaja prison that fought with one lady. The father of the lady he fought with was a rich person. The girl is pregnant. And they carry the girl and throw inside Ubiaja because it's a daughter of a rich man that she fought. So we have to pay the money quickly and remove her from the prison. Those ones I pay. To fighting shouldn't just get a girl to go and waste her destiny inside. Nobody died, no serious injury, nothing, just because it's a rich man's daughter. Those kind of challenges. And I have one again like happening on HR recently. 15 people, there are 19 people, they've been in prison for 15 years.
What?
One rich man packed them in prison, and I happen to know the rich man, and I go to him, I say, sir, please, can you show mercy? It's only one person that has admitted this crime, and you know that one person that shot the person that we're talking about. All these other ones are just police gathering them and pack them. They've been there for 15 years, forgotten. If I didn't come to Nigeria, nobody would have known about them. So the person said to me, let them confess that they killed the person. I said, how can you confess what you didn't do? The person said, no. I went on my knees and I call on God that I know, because that's the highest bailer. God bears everything unbearable. So I called on him, I prayed, cook food for all 900 and something in Onitsha, buy drinks, everything, kill one cow to cook a very beautiful jollof rice for them, go there, feed every one of them, then got the whole 19 into the officer in charge, his office. We sat down together and I began to talk to them about forgiveness. The other one took me 2 different visits before these people could let go. They have decided that when they come out, that big man must go down. They've made up their mind that they must kill. I begged to a point that I cried in Onitsha prison. God is my witness. The process is very tough. To get these people converted, I begged them, pleaded with them and everything. So when I came again the next time, I had to repeat Onitsha prison several times to be able to get them calm. Finally, we got that faithful day. We had a big crusade. We danced, we had fun, everything. I asked them to speak their mind. They talked to me again and I told them my full testimony, one-on-one. We sat down after crusade. I have to sit down and start digging my pain. All I went through as a criminal, as a former criminal. I started explaining them, then tears start dropping. When that tears start dropping, I know that I've already hit their heart. The ground is stilled. And I said, let's forgive this man. He's not worth it. For you to waste all your years when you have a beautiful life out there, you and I are going to preach to people about Christ. Is he inside here? You're going to preach. By the time we finish all this in the kneel down, everybody we pray. They said they are forgiving him. Do you know when it wasn't up to 2 weeks? I don't know how it happened. They just released all of them. All the whole 19 of them were released. The big man said to me, he came to one occasion in May and he said to me, Evangelist, I saw your work. Well done. I said, anyway, what you did wasn't right. You know that these people, only one person killed this person that is involved. But the whole 19 people suffered there. A woman was there 15 years. They gave birth in that place 15 years. You haven't seen the child. How will you feel if you are the one? Anyway, I left those things to God. There are so many reasons to support this work, actually, because I've seen so many girls inside that prison because small fights, small argument. And then, of course, you see some of them that their husband misbehave. And like that woman that chopped off the husband penis is there. Many of all these people that are here, some of them committed crime. They should serve their time. That's not what I'm saying. But there are so many other ones that are raided. Some are caught in a place of prostitution and so on. Have you given them job? Why would you arrest them for prostituting? There are reasons for all these things. So let us tackle the problem. Not these girls. These people are not the issue. Let's tackle the bottom of the problem, which is creating job for them, get them to get involved in something, education, whatsoever, handwork, and they will not prostitute anymore. So there are so many things I can't even know. I wish God can give me the mind to remember everything that are more important so I can tell you. Like one of the guy co-prison, this young man was a suspect and they have to put some iron in his penis for him to confess what he did not do. I paid 100 and something thousand to take this boy to hospital for surgery and everything. Finally, the father left me, went back to Kano. Ahmed Musa, his name. I won't forget that name. It was the worst thing that I've seen with my eyes. That people, when they talk about it, Oko prison, Benin, that's where this one happened. I have evidence everywhere what's going on. So none of them are not criminals, please. Nigerians need to understand this.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's alive. After the surgery, he was okay. It cost me about 9 years ago when I started prison ministry newly. That cost me about 120-something thousand naira. I'm sure the receipt of that payment will still be in my account. If I search for it, I still have it. Ahmed Musa from Kano. And the good thing is that we don't discriminate. Whether you're a Muslim or Christian, when we see you, we do the needful. One guy just released last month now. Godwin, his name, he was in Ikoyi prison 9 years for nothing. He got 7 bullets inside his leg for 5 years. The leg began to rot into a point that they have to ampute the leg. Oh, they just pick up a phone call. They say they've called so many churches. Nobody, they say, which church do you go to? If it's not their denomination, they will not come. That's what they told me. I'm not the one saying it. They told me so. And they say, no, let's call Evangelist. He's always there for us. Just that he has carried too much and he doesn't have money either. They called me. I drove down to Ikoyi. All I had in my account then, I deposited all of them because they have to go and buy blood, everything. They took him for surgery. That thing cost me 500 and something thousand naira. But the first payment was 330 in my account. I gave them all, nothing left. I start praying and asking people to help me raise more money again, complete it and go and pay. That boy is out now. In fact, it might be even your next interview, if you wish. I'm telling you, I have evidence, or you can, if you come to Zoom, they will come over there, you hear them talking. He just went now to go and see his family. I've not seen them for 9 years and victim of psycho. That is there are so many reasons, but just that Nigerians are seeing only that, those things social media are showing a girl kill a boyfriend kill a girlfriend, those things, and they just say all of them should die in the prison. No, I should be the one that would die in prison. I was a criminal. If you're talking about criminals, this is one of them. But God showed me mercy. How much more this victim of circumstance, these people that are just packed up in prison because they have no one to speak for them. Go and check my Barclays bail, you see it. That something people 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 naira bailing people that are innocent inside the prison. I strongly believe that we can do better. And if Nigerians can put hands together, we can do even more work. The good thing about my work is I'm transparent. Whatever I'm buying, you see it, the receipt will be there. Evidence, and come to Zoom, I show them all that we purchased. I do my openly. Because if I have lost all this money as a drug dealer, what will you give me now that will be up to what I lost as a drug? No, I'm not interested I'm not here to hunt for money. I'm here to hunt for souls. That's my biggest desire, souls.
So, sir, can you tell us a little bit about, you spoke about having you guys have revival in the prison and all. What is God doing there? What are you saying? How is God moving?
Yeah, what we usually do is that when we do that revival or crusade in the prison, it's usually when we gather, like in Ikoyi prison, they have 3,000 something prisoners. We put an open crusade, canopies all around, higher loud equipments, everything, and then I'll talk to the prisoners to prepare some dramas for entertaining my people that I'm coming with. So there's a drama that you will see. You can't believe that it's inside the prison. Wonderful Christian dramas, because we fully trained them inside there. So they do some drama for us, and then will sing for us. They have some choirs in prison there that are very good. Their choir members are very good singers. They sing praise. We dance, have fun. Then I come up with message. And the message has been message of reconciliation, not condemnation. Anything that condemn them, I wouldn't even give you my microphone to use to do that. Because anyone can make mistake. And sometimes devil causes havoc. We keep blaming this or that and that. Like Chidimma case, I've seen Chidimma, who is like a daughter to me. I'm mentoring her in female prison. I don't want to talk about that because the case is still going on. But I'm telling you, I don't see her the way others are seeing her. I see her like a human being. Yes, a life was taken, but you don't know what exactly transpires. Devil is wicked. Devil is wicked. It takes just a second to make that mistake that takes somebody's life away. Should we then keep on telling everybody that make mistake? No, we train them and correct them, make them to understand. You stay in the prison while we correct you. I didn't say you should come out, yeah? But when they finally get to a point where God will show them mercy, who am I to say no? And who are you to stop God from showing mercy? If God does just look at our sins, do you think any one of us is worthy to live? Nobody. The Bible says we have all sinned and fallen short of God's glory. Nobody's righteous. If you're righteous, then better die and go to heaven. So I don't see them like criminals. I see them like human beings like me, like any of us.
So I think my question is, I saw a video where you were saying that if people, when you look at the prisoner, you can tell, like God shows you who is innocent and who is guilty. Yeah. How does that work?
Yeah, sometimes you don't just go and see only, how do I put that for you? It doesn't mean that you just see all of them, see the whole innocent ones, but sometimes you look at someone face, Holy Spirit will tell you, help this person out. You can sense, you can hear it. And then we do the needful immediately. We ask them what's the problem, and we're always right. Holy Spirit always right. Say that my mother or my father or my auntie brought me here for so and so reason, maybe because they are stubborn, maybe because they are not listening. And then, like what happened in Oji River. Let me give you a physical example. Thank God that you asked me this question. There are these two girls. They are teenagers, 15 and 16 years. 15 and 16 years, they are, yeah. And they are in adult male prison, not female. So they put them in a small room there, but they are in the same compound. So anything can happen. And this is Oji River. And I have the video. For anyone you need the video, I'll forward to you. I'm not afraid of the truth. I'm a truth myself. That's me. I don't lie. Even if I'm dying it, I'll tell you what. If I can forward you the video of the two girls, I interviewed them, I brought them, I sit down with them, I interview them, they talk why they're in the prison. You hear from their mouth, not me. They say that their mom, these two girls are running up and down, don't stay home. No teenagers now, 16, 15. The two mothers from these two girls say, let us put them in police custody so that they will listen. They carry the two girls and go and put in police custody and ask police to keep these girls for us until they get sense. Let's say about 2-3 days so that they will get sense. After 2-3 days, they went back to police station and they said they want to collect their children. Do you know how much they asked them to pay each one? 1 million naira. And the woman is selling Okpa. Okpa woman will give you 1 million naira. So under which, how can she raise that money? That is what I'm telling you. There are many of them inside the prison like this. So the woman said to the police, Sabe, we just agreed. He said, Madam, get out from me. Am I your house help? Am I your housemaid to keep your daughter for you? They will collect the child in good faith. Then after, they will tell you what you will pay. You see, the system is full of tricks, deceptive styles everybody's using.
I think we have a problem as a society, because why would you take your child to the prison?
Just because it's running up and down. It's not supposed to be. Let's say they've acted on ignorance, but the system shouldn't just help them to mess up the life of the children. So I say to them, now, what do you want to say? Oh no, the police have finally brought her because the mom couldn't pay 1 million naira, so they brought them to prison. I asked the officer in charge, how could you accept them? I said, Evangelist, what can we do? I said, you can do something. I can resign if you don't want to do it. I will resign. There are things you don't do. So what do we do now? before Lord and man, I'm not lying. I come out from that place, pick up phone, call Ugwanye governor in Enugu State. Then I had his number. And I called him, I said, look at what's happening. I call, he doesn't want to answer. I send message. And thank God that he read the message. If I don't answer call, I don't know. You know? So they send people to go and they removed the CP immediately. The CP was removed from the office, replaced with someone else. And they went that place. They nearly arrested the DCP, but the DCP got to escape because there's someone who's ahead of him. And these girls were taken away immediately, sent back to their parents and to the woman. The girls were out. Did anybody come in to say thank you? Not their mother, nobody, and I'm not waiting for them because the Bible says 10 were healed. Only one came to say thank you. My own is 12 were released. None of them came to say thank you, and I'm okay with it. I will keep doing what my father called me to do. All I'm asking is that God send me helpers. That's all I'm asking. Helper, financial helper, so I will not stop. Go to African countries. I was in Liberia, see Nigerians everywhere. I was seeing Nigerians everywhere. Ghana, Nigeria, feel everywhere. Ghana, they are giving Nigerians death sentence to give them life sentence ×4. If you see the kind of sentence they are sentencing Nigeria in Ghana, you will shock. For nothing, for no reason. They are in Sawan prison, they are Kumasi prison. I've been to 34 prisons in Ghana. I've seen 34, and I will be crying every time I come out. I will spend everything I have. Sometimes I will overrun my card in UK, my Barclays card. I will run so that I will begin to be on the overdraft. Sometimes I even want to get involved in problem with the Barclays bank. You know, they threatened to close my account one time because of overdraft that I couldn't pay back quickly. And now I don't have overdraft anymore. They've stopped my overdraft in Barclays. I can log into my account now and show you both my current and my savings. I will log in and say anything that comes in there, I clear it off for the sake of these lives. My dear, if I die here today, I'm satisfied. I've achieved my purpose of coming to this earth. I'm not afraid of death anymore. Because anyway, by the way, before you do this work, you must be a dead man. Because the Bible says, except the corn of wheat fall to the ground and die, that it abideth alone. But when it dies, that's when you bring much fruit. If you cannot bear fruit if you're not dead. I died many years back, so I'm not talking about death here. Who will kill me? Kill what? A dead man? So the journey, it has been so tough, my dear. It has been tough, and I pray that Nigerian government will one day hear me. In my Twitter, I've made the noise, I posted and everything. Some of the government officials, they go there, watch it, they walk away. They feel I'm exposing their dirty game. They feel I'm exposing the bad things happening in the country. For that, they're not interested. But how will I shut up because I'm looking for favor from you? No. Let them keep whatever they want to keep, but I'll keep talking the truth. I'll keep exposing this thing. It's because of what Abounding is doing that made Nigeria to name the prison correctional service. Yet they are not correcting anybody. It's because of what we are doing. I have videos there. Over 1,000 videos on YouTube, over 1,000 videos on Facebook. Go there, you see them. Oh, authentic videos, my own personal. Not that I go and borrow people's video and post. No, my video. And my life has been haunted several times, but nothing will happen because I know I'm with God and God is with me.
So how do you guys prepare to go for your outreaches?
First of all, every Sunday we have Zoom meeting. Call out all my partners and friends. Many of them, other people are getting donor fatigue. Others are giving you 10,000, 5,000. They're tired. What we need is what we call the co-plan, the Kenneth co-plan of our ministry. That's what we are praying for. Someone like what happened to me this February. We've been praying for boss for the past 2 years. Boss to be able to carry ex-convicts so that we can go to marketplaces, university campuses, and all that. Share our testimonies, play the videos of what's happening in prison. Before I go here, please remind me to show you the video of what happening on my what is happening. I want to show you a little bit clip. See how so many students are manifesting some kind of demons, and their deliverance took place. If we didn't go there, they will keep on contaminating other children. So when we pray for this boss, we pray with all our heart. For the past 2 years, it took long before God answered. Just this January, somebody paid a boss 36 million naira and gave to us. As the boss we are using now for our school mission in the southeast, where the kids are misbehaving, entering narcotics. That's our children have turned to cultists, every one of them almost. So we have to run around and do more. I came to Lagos because you called me. I've never seen you before. I don't even know anything about you. But the way you spoke to me, I said, this woman seems to be a woman of God. There's the way she talks. You talk like somebody who wants to help the youth of the nation. That means we're on the same page. If you would have tried to say, oh, I'm so excited over what you talk. Oh, God, come, let's just roll this thing. Let people hear. I would say, I'm busy. Many bloggers call, I told them I'm busy. Before you flew me back from this place, I have things to do. My wife is still there. I will show you the video of what we are doing before we leave here. Please don't forget. Let me show you what is going on. You will see 1,500 and something children, school students from 17 schools. We brought them together in one place and begin to work on their souls. So when we, I don't know how to explain this to you now, when we step out for a mission or going anywhere for a mission, our purpose is to transform lives. Anything that we are doing, if it's not about changing life, then count Christian Chukwuka out of it. The life I live today, I live for Jesus. My dear, I'm so proud of my calling, and I will never fail the God who called me. I have made a covenant with him that I will not bring disgrace to my Father's kingdom. Rather, I will take my life and walk away from this earth than to misbehave. Nigeria keep their money. I'm not here for money. Everybody saying NGOs are criminals. No, please remove that from my corner. I was a criminal, but Abounding Grace Foundation is not a criminal foundation. Not at all. I am in charge in that ministry. What I say that will happen will happen. People that are used to work with me sometimes say, go and get me 4 bags of Gary. But they say, Gary, if you start 5,000, they go there, say you start 8,000, put 3,000. When I discover it, I send you away. It's a discipline. I want to put discipline, not because they're supposed to send you away for that. I send you away. You want to go back to prison, go ahead and go back to prison. But integrity has to be our watchword here. If nothing else matters except integrity. That's where we walk. Now, that is why it looks like we are not big, because if you want to keep integrity, my dear, you remain poor for a long time. Oh. Yeah, so you remain poor for a long time. But I believe that God will change my situation soon. He will change it.
So I want you to talk about what you are seeing as you are going to secondary schools to see, and you are meeting with these youth, the young boys and girls out there. What is the current situation? Because you hinted it a little bit, cultism and all of that going on.
Yeah.
And what's the field looking like for you? What are you seeing there?
Okay, first of all, let me say the purpose of going to secondary schools and university was to, first of all, stop them from going to the prison, showing them the videos of what's going on in prison, then share my testimony, and many of them will weep, cry, make them to come out of crime, come out of cultism. That's the first thing. Then going inside that prison, to be able to convert them, your testimony must play a major role. And what I see, like you're asking me, what I see are children that have no tomorrow. I'm being honest, I'm being straightforward now. Our children in school have no tomorrow. So we first of all give them hope. That hope is very important. Telling them where I was, where it was a hopeless situation. But now, this is where I am. It can be your case as well. You can walk out from that thing, that cultism, that cult members, they will not protect you when the problem comes. I give them instances. I show them many guys in Ikoyi prison where I have spoken to some, say I've killed 30 people, I've killed 40 people. I say, okay, why are you here then? Why didn't you kill the person who arrested you if you're such a strong man? I give them such instances. There are many of them in the prison there. They are locked up. I say, are your friends not in the prison? Yes, they are. So why wouldn't that power save them from going to the prison? This is is illusion. It's not a solution. Just get out of it. I will give them so many
That's
examples.
what you're telling them.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling them. So that situation makes them to rethink. And then play videos as well. So they will see, I always carry my projector to every school. In Ilupeju school, I saw things I've never seen before. In Ilupeju here, I went to that secondary school. Those small boys, one come here at the corner and say, I've killed 2 people.
Jesus.
A small boy. But not everything you confess. You don't mention people name because they want to be saved. Some girls will be telling you how many abortion, 14, 15, 16 years old girls, how many abortion they've done. There are mighty, mind-blowing revelations that we see in schools. That's why I say, God, while I'm doing the prison and you gave me students elsewhere to handle, I will not play with this. Just send me a helper. That's all I need. Fuel this vehicle, put equipment down. Somebody last time bought us speakers and everything that we need. All of them are with us in Omaya. I will show you the videos. So we are praying and hoping that things will be, and things are changing. My 12 years in Nigeria, we've impacted society heavily, and I'm so glad that we've done so. But we still need to do more. It's not enough. 258 prisons is not enough. We have so many universities to cover. So the message I always give them about this their courts is just to give them, show them like in Ebonyi, where you have 320 courts, renowned courts in prison the same day. I have the video and they saw all of them in the field, kneeling down, crying. The students start crying. In fact, if I show you the one, I just finished editing it when I was waiting for my Uber. I finished editing the video of my hair. See tears in these girls, their face, these boys. They saw exactly their life playing out in the prison. And I told them, this is why you are ending up if you cannot listen to your parents now. Pointing them where they're going to end up. In fact, the video I'm talking about now is already on my Twitter. I've already posted it before I just came here now. I finished editing it, put it on, and thank God for 5G. It has gone up. It's on my Twitter now. 20-something minutes that I want you to go and have a glance. See tears coming out from their eyes. And after they said to me, sir, this is what we have done. How can I come out? I said, you're already out. Just only follow our discipleship. My wife is there now, going to school by school, sitting them down, drilling them, brooding Christ into these children, making them to understand that this is the life we need now. Christ, not all these frivolities. All this TikTok life is not a life. Stop running after Pella and the Javis. Follow who? Christ. Yes, follow Christ. That's where there's life. I honor this invitation sincerely because my spirit asked me to come. When I heard you, I said, no, I will go and honor this invitation. Tomorrow again, you see, you have already booked the flight. I'm going back tomorrow to Maya. This is my brother's son, my daughter's children are in the house here. I left them with the house help into my father's mission. So this one take the opportunity to be with me now while I'm here, because tomorrow I'm gone again. That's the life we live. We leave the other ones to God to take over.
So how are you doing? Like, you give so much energy to helping other people. I can't even imagine. I mean, the day I spoke to you on the phone, you sounded so tired. I could tell that you had had a very long day.
Yes, I was not
How
tired.
do you refuel yourself? How do you recharge yourself? How are you able to keep going?
A very simple method is, he said that my grace is sufficient for you. Yeah. Once I get home, take my bath, and after my mission, go my corner of the bed and I kneel down, say, Lord, thank you for today. I'll keep thanking him both for the ones he have not done. After thanking and when I'm done with thanking, I say, Lord, more grace for tomorrow. Then I go to eat my food and go to bed. The grace will be supplied though. There's nothing. He says, seek me while you, even anything you ask him. He said, ask, it shall be given. Seek, you will find. Knock, door will open. It's exactly who he is. He doesn't lie. I'll ask him for, I'm 58 years now, and I will tell you the truth. I want to go more. If you give me time to go 50 more years in ministry, I will. But I know that rapture will come before then anyway. That I can go anywhere he want me to go. Honestly, once I just stand up there, say there's a prison to go to, come and see energy.
Yes,
How God
it energizes you.
Thank you, ma'am. I don't know where the energy comes from. I will stand like the one that Kwara State, sun will hit me in Kwara to a point that I felt like I want to faint, but still I couldn't faint. Sun will hit me for 3 hours. I was in Okekura prison, Kwara, sitting, preaching for under sun, because what I do, I give the prisoners comfort, then I pay the price. That's how I win them. Sometimes they say, sir, can you come and sit under canopy? I say, no, I'm here to take the pain. I want you to be healed. If he wasn't chastised, I wouldn't be healed. If he wasn't bruised, I will not be saved. So let me pay that same price for you. I will rent canopy. Go and check my videos. You see all the inmates are under canopy, but I'll be the one standing under the sun. Kaduna own, I came back black like this microphone. Seriously, sun messed me up. 12 prisons in Kaduna, Kanu, 14 prisons. I finished all of them. I turned so black. But I don't care. Do you know my joy? That I see some other people, our cousin from the other side, coming to Christianity. That's my biggest joy. Whenever I see that, there's this, even I can't even, when I get to the hotel, to eat food is problem. I just have orange, lick orange, and I'm done. Sometimes my wife will say that, Daddy, you are too fat. I'm not eating anything. I don't know what's making me fat. Maybe joy. But that's just the truth. The joy of seeing people come to Christ is so big. It's so huge. If you take me out of this mess, you've killed me. Oh. Yeah, if you put me in a place now and say, come and pastor church, you have killed me. I have to run inside the bush. That's where my calling is. The strength comes from kneeling down and ask for the grace for the day. Say, His grace is sufficient for you. And when we ask, He always respond.
I saw the video of Pastor, I've forgotten his name.
David Ogwere, my father, spiritual father, Reverend David Ogwere.
And I saw everything that he said about you. That was so powerful.
For the past 12 years I've been in Nigeria, that man has held me single-handedly and trained me, vigorously infused this aggression in gospel in me. I'm telling you, that man is not an ordinary person. Anybody under him, if you can't change under him, I don't think there's another person that can change you. Because we do military camp under him. Yes, boot camp. If you are under him, you will do the right thing. Discipline, integrity. You don't have choice, my dear. You can't be under him and misbehave. This one, they say people under ministry jumping up and down, women up and down. Are you okay? Not under him, he will know. He will find out and he will disgrace you publicly. Yeah, he will make mess of you. So he disciplined me. I can say that I'm a one-woman man and I'm proud of it. You won't find me all those rubbish everywhere. No, you can't.
So, what is your message to the youth?
Oh, my message to the youth is just only, first of all, to be patient, that things will change because they don't have patience. They want to make it fast. Please be patient. Get education. Practice. Do something with your hands. You don't have to. If you can't study, you don't need to force it. Go and practice. People that are building are making money. Bricklayers, they're making money. All those engineers everywhere, they're making carpenters, furnitures, all these people that are doing hairdressers, they are making money. Practice. Try to do something with your hands. Stop running into cultism and crime. That's my NS advice. Because if you keep running that direction, where I will meet you is in the prison. Just a question of time. You'll be in the prison and I will meet you and I will remind you. Like one young boy, very young boy from Akwa Ibom in Koi prison, when he said to me, I just killed only 2 people. The boy didn't mean to say that. It was exactly how he feel. He said, only. Then I asked him, can I hear you say that again? He said, just only 2 people I've killed. So their goal is to kill 30, 40, 50, so they become the boss. And I say, what is your target? No, I was just targeting to get to boss. I want to boss. And before then, you have to kill so many. They are myopically damaged. These people are not normal. Satan has done enormous evangelism into their lives. And we, the Christians, are still down. We are not doing what we're supposed to do. Except if you do injustice, not let this thing that we're talking outside. But if this thing we are discussing come outside, I'm telling you that so many lives will be changed. I'm not joking. Because they can look into my eyes if I'm joking or if I'm serious. I can't have abandoned my 7 children in Europe and come here to make jokes in Nigeria. I love my kids for crying out loud, but I left them behind. And these children understood me. They know that daddy is on a deadly mission. Let's not trouble him. Sometimes little money they get, they send to me. Say, Daddy, put this one in your work. Daddy, I want to be like you. Daddy, you are doing tremendously well. They keep encouraging me. People that are abandoned for the past 12 years, they still encourage me. So if the hand of God is not there, whose hand is there? Our youths need to wake up. This is time for them to wake up. Forget about what the circumstances of Nigeria is. Nigeria is going to be better. Things are going to change. Be patient. Yes, be patient. Learn handwork and you will see yourself prosperous. Because the Bible said that I will bless the work of your hand, not the work of your mouth, your hand. I've seen so many of them call from abroad telling me, please, somebody dupe them. Can you check me? Them? I say, oh, it's our use. Every time our use duping people. That's not a life.
So do you go to visit your family?
In London? Yeah. Minimum once, but if sometimes people can come and say, Evangelist, I'm going to get you a flight ticket, then I can make it up to twice in a year. Like now it's about 7 months I've not been to UK. And when I get to UK, that's usually the major problem. When I get the flight that bring me to UK, then going to Sweden is not a problem. Sweden is just that you can get a flight of £30. You know this Ryan, EasyJet. You just book it ahead, a few days ahead, £30, £20. You just fly down from Gatwick there to Stockholm, Arlanda Airport. Then walk down and see my children. It's just moving from here. That's usually a problem. It has to be 1 point something to 2 million naira, you know. So sometimes I got favored that some friends just say to me, Evangelist, I've not seen your children for a long time. I say, it's flight money. Okay, check me the flight and tell me what it costs. It has happened several times. And God favored me. You know, it's not because money is not entering my hand, though. Money enters my hand, but my priority is completely mad. Is seeing these people saved. I feel my children are already saved, so this is more important.
Your children are serving God too.
Yeah, they are Christians. They are not like in my way of thinking. Yes. I mean, they have gone, like Chidi is a minister of God. Chiamaka loved Christ so much. Many of them, the others are just normal believers. The way
but at least they are serving.
Oh, they are believers. They are believers. Yeah. Yeah, but I have 2 apostles among them now already that I'm sure of. I think when I'm gone now, Chid is taking over, I'm sure. He will replace whatever I came to do. And he said, if I didn't finish it, I believe I'll finish it.
Amen.
If I'm gone.
And his mom is Sweden.
Yeah, it's Swedish.
Yeah.
I mean. And the mom don't believe in what I'm doing anyway. Wow. Doesn't believe in Christ. And my first son, mom doesn't believe in Christ, an atheist. Yeah. But Lord will still get, let's say, Jeremiah's from those womb. I'm telling you, our God is so mysterious. I wish people would know him. He's so loving. He's so caring. He do mysterious things. You know, things that we don't know that it's going to be something. He'll make it to become something.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. I don't even know how to end it, but this has been, I'm sure,
many days ahead of us.
Lives will be changed.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. So, how can people be a part of what you're doing?
Yeah, we have our contacts. We have details on both our PayPal if they are from abroad. We have bank details, Nigeria, UK bank, everything. We have our details on our social media, and also if you want them, I can give them to you. And we have our contact number, especially my UK WhatsApp, where anybody can reach me if they want to be partner to what we are doing. In any way, even if you don't want to be partner financially, you can be partner prayerfully. You can be an intercessor. You can be a foot soldier. You can follow us. If you have a medical ideas you want to bring in, come up. You know, if you have any way you want to contribute, you want to give them clothes, you want to give them bread to eat. If you are into food manufacturing, give us food. We will appreciate. In any way, any assistance is highly welcome and appreciated highly.
Yes. So we're going to put details.
Okay.
We're going to put details of Evangelists in the description, and anyone that wants to be a part of it, you can reach out to him, reach out to his organization and give. Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Please.
What is your dream, the next big thing for you and your ministry?
My biggest dream now is to be able to get a permission to cover the universities in Nigeria. I think I carry what they need because the courtism is on a high level. While I'm doing the prison, the schools are extremely important. God gave me that revelation now. Visit universities, get them out of courtism, then make them to align. But you have to get some permission to get some of them. So anyone who is into education in any state where you are, just give me permission for that state and I will be there. That's one of my biggest goals now, to get to students in order. Because the killing is too much. ritual killing of this our youth is getting out of hand. I need to mitigate it at least.
Well, I think we're done. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
ma'am.
coming on Shining Light Show.
It's my pleasure being here. So glad.
Yes, thank you.